Bueno, tuve un problema con el video que lancé hace un instante y pues bueno, lo volvemos a lanzar. Hoy vamos a hacer una transmisión especial porque ha sido un pedido que nos han estado mandando a lo largo de estos días, así es que me disculpo para todos aquellos que se conectan de manera permanente. Y bueno, el día de hoy vamos a hacer una transmisión en un idioma distinto para cubrir la necesidad que tienen otras personas que han estado solicitando esto. Así es que pues por este motivo hoy te saludo diciendo good life. How are you today? We are here to communicate the same thing that we do every day, but today we're trying to do it in English because there is a need for a lot of people who do not speak Spanish to listen to this knowledge, to this information that we have for you to share in a different language. So I apologize if you don't speak English, and today I'm trying to give everyone an opportunity to understand whatever we do and what we do. So along the week, a lot of people were sending messages asking. Sometimes they ask me to do it in English, and sometimes I have done it in French. So today I thought it was a good idea to cover the need. So we have a lot of people who do it in Spanish every day in different times. So I thought it would be a good idea to cover this different need that we have. So that's the reason why today we're going to have this live streaming in English. So basically, if you have never been here and you don't know what we do, what we're trying to do here is share this information that we have found as investigators, as researchers for a long time. And a lot of you try to use these translators in order to be able to listen to everything that we have to say, because somehow you have the idea that what we share with you, all of these is important for a lot of people. So what they do, they use a translator in order to understand all these live streamings that we do. So we decided it would be a good idea to have a specific day for you to share in a different language. So if you are in a different country and you have the possibility to share this with people who speak a different language, well, I would appreciate it if you do that. What we do is every day give you information in order to help you make your life a little better, because we have this need, and we have this belief that if we do this, a lot of people will have all the answers that are lying within themselves in order to find whatever makes them happier. So along these days, we have been talking about finding a life's objective, and we know that one of humans' life objective is to find happiness. But we think happiness lies a lot of different things and a lot of different needs that we have to cover. And in this pursuit for this so-called happiness, which men and humankind have even established in their constitutions, because if one of you has ever had the chance or the opportunity to read the American Constitution, and a lot of the different countries have constitutions in where they constitute, as the word says, that men are free and are entitled to the pursuit of happiness. Everyone here is entitled to the pursuit of happiness, not only in North America, not only in our countries, in different places, but along the complete and the whole universe. But what is happiness without a very clear objective? We need to have and we need to find our life's objectives in a very smart way, in a very intelligent way, in a very clear way. So what we have been explaining, and now I'm going to explain it to you in English, is the importance of living and separating the subjectivity from the objectivity when we're trying to find our life's meaning. And so what happens is that there is so much in the energetic or in the magnetic field that we construct for ourselves that we don't know. And so what happens is that we need to start to understand that whatever that we are not able to see, whatever that we are not able to touch, whatever is in our magnetic and energetic reality lies there and makes changes throughout our lives. So that is something that we share with you every day, trying to make you understand the importance of finding your own path. And everyone's path is individual. Your individuality leads you to find exactly the reason why you were here and the reason why you were born. And so that's what we're trying to do, find within ourselves the answers. And that is the reason why 3 of the most important questions that we ask you to ask yourselves are: why do I think the way I think? Why do I feel the way I feel? Why do I do the things that I do? And so trying to understand our feelings, our actions, our emotions, our thoughts lead us to understand ourselves. And that is the reason why everything that we share is called the knowledge of oneself. And sometimes we're thinking that if we go and look into the universe and try to find all the answers of everything that is around us, we're going to find somewhere the key to the meaning of our own life. So mankind, has always been observing planets, the oceans, trying to climb mountains, trying to find amongst the most important and the most significant and the smallest particle, trying to find the reason and what makes us be us. And so not being able to understand our energetic reality leaves us with so many questions unanswered. And that is the reason why we're trying to help you get to the meaning, to the bottom, to the core of whatever makes you be you. And so trying to understand the meaning of life has to do with myself, with the things that I'm trying to understand from my own self. And whatever you believe in, if you have a philosophical idea, if you have a religious idea, if you have a spiritual idea, any of those different ideas you might have, they are all going to come to a point, at a specific point, in which you will understand that everything has to do with your own self. So if you believe in God, God is within you, and that has to be the reason why you start understanding your own self. You see where I'm getting to? So this is what I'm going to do. When I speak in Spanish, I mean, it's easier for me because it is my native language, and speaking in English, it takes me a little bit more time, but I'm trying to be as clear as possible. So let me take a moment to say hello to all the people who are getting to the live stream, who are joining this live stream, because I'm very happy that although I'm speaking in English today, a lot of the people who usually connect are still here. So Nala Porras, welcome. Thank you for being here. Pera de Anaya, Alexander Rizcaneo, I'm sending you an enormous kiss all the way to Colombia. Who else is here? Gloria Lopez. Alexander says, buenas tardes. Hello, good afternoon. Who else is here? Pera de Anaya is saying hello too. Elena Pop, Nala Porras, congrats, dear Abril. Thank you, Nala, for being here, and share with as many people as you can. Gloria Lopez likes my red blouse. Thank you. So today it's Friday, so I have this fiery spirit, and that is the reason why I'm wearing red. Genoveva Molina, who else is here? Nanking Win, Marichui, Abdul, Karen Granados, La Chula, thank you for being here. Lourdes Munguia, who's there? Juan José Alejandre, y Lourdes Munguia says, buena tarde, which means good afternoon. Trini Ureña, buenas tardes. Hi, Trini, good life. Everyone who's connecting, who's joining the live streaming. If you know people who speak English, please share. And so today we're trying to explain a little bit more of what we do, because a lot of people connect, a lot of people check out our videos, and they're always asking what we talk about, what we do, what is this, what are you doing, what are you talking about. We're called the University of Love and Knowledge, and so that might be a little confusing. A lot of people do not understand what we talk about. What we do, let me explain to you. We are an institution that is divided in 3 different parts. These 3 different parts are, we have a health area, we have an area in which we feed the hungry, which is public diners, to say it somehow, public kitchens where we prepare food and we give others who need to eat food. And the third area, which is very important, is the area in which we teach. We have teachers, we have courses, and that's the part which we use as a school. So what we're trying to do is to get to the people and give them tools and give them all the help we can give in order for them to find exactly what I was telling you at the beginning of this conversation, of this dialogue, because the main idea is that whoever comes and connects has the possibility to ask questions, to share your experience, to share your doubts, to share whatever you want to share, your opinions. They are all welcome into these live streamings, which we usually do in Spanish, but today we're doing English, and we're going to try to do these live streamings in English every Friday, so that people who don't speak Spanish have a possibility to understand what we do. So I was telling you what we do. So we are a university, but we are also an institution, which is called in many countries an ONG. And so we are non-lucrative, and we're trying to give everyone whatever their need is. We also have a psychology section in which we try to give therapy to all of those people who are trying to find what's wrong with their lives and why they are always feeling sad, anxious, angry, or they have been also diagnosed with different disorders. And now we understand that sometimes people do not have specific disorders. What they do is that they have the possibility to perceive, which is the word we use, to perceive their surroundings, their magnetic, their energetic surroundings, through we have some sort of a connection. We have a possibility throughout our brain. So what we do is we give the people the possibility to understand why they are the way they are. And so that is the reason why we're trying to do this in so many different languages. We know that everyone is born with a goal, with a life objective, that your destiny is built by your own self throughout the understanding of the objective that you planned before you were even born. So what we're doing now is we're showing you how many of us have found the solutions that we were looking for, and some of us were looking in different places, in different therapies, in different areas, in different health facilities, and we weren't able to find whatever made us feel better. And so when we came to this place, we found all the answers that we were looking for. And hold on, it doesn't mean that I have solved everything in my life and that I have all the answers. What this means is that I already know where to go, and that little by little I know I will find a way to solve whatever I was trying to solve, and to understand better what is the reason why I was born, why I am here, and how I'm going to find a way to be happier. And so that is what we do. That is what we're looking for. We know humankind needs a change, and the best change that we can do is to start to understand each other. But first, we need to understand ourselves. When you understand yourself, then you have the possibility to change, to be happier, to be lighter, to shine, to connect, and then to love one another. That is exactly what we're looking for. To spread the word, which means spread the love within one another. And so that's the main objective of our institution: helping others, giving others, feeding others, giving others clothing, giving others hope, because we know that a lot of you are suffering. Sometimes people from different countries write to us and they tell us, help us, we need to stop conflict, we need to stop war, we need to eat, we need money, we need a lot of solutions that are not getting here because the institutions and governments are not doing whatever they need to do in order to help those brothers and sisters who are in need. What we're trying to do is change the way all the planet thinks. And it sounds like a very difficult task, but it's something that is possible one by one. If you understand that your life's objective is to help one another, to serve one another, to love one another. Imagine if each and every one of us in the whole planet had the same idea, the same objective, not being richer, not being more important, not being socially outstanding, but being someone who understands everyone needs by helping, by serving, by loving, by opening your arms and opening your mind and giving others whatever they need. How can you serve others if you are thinking, I can't go to Africa to feed the hungry? No, but there are hungry everywhere. There are people who have needs everywhere. There are people to serve everywhere, because every day when you wake up and you open your eyes, there is someone next to you who has the need to be served, because you can serve them in so many different ways: listening, loving, helping, giving them a hug, giving them coffee, giving them food, giving them all the different things that give you the possibility to serve. And understanding that when I serve you, I serve myself. Okay, give me a moment in order to say hi to the people who are also and who continue joining the live stream that I'm doing today. At least part of it I decided I was going to do in English, and so that is the reason why we're doing it this way. Eco Priono is here. Thank you for joining our live stream. Juan Jose Alejandre is giving me today 50 stars that I'm very gratefully obtaining and receiving and putting directly into my heart, because those stars that you give us are the possibility we have to help others, to feed others, to serve others. So thank you very much, Juan Jose, and I hope those stars multiply in your life as blessings. Who else is here today? Let's see, Luz Elena, Bibi Laguna. Hello, Luz, thank you for being here. And so this is what we do, and what we're trying to teach every day, helping you understand that there is more to life than just being born, growing up, having kids. Some of you don't even have kids. Some people just have this very natural process that any insect would do, because all of us, being part of the animal kingdom, because we are not rocks, we are not plants, we are animals, we have the same process. Everyone is born, grows up, sometimes reproduces, and then dies. And it seems so empty to think that that is our only path to follow when we are born. And that is the reason why man has been looking for spirituality, to find a meaning in our life, because thinking that we are just as any other animal, it just doesn't make it enough for the meaning of our life. So what we have found is that when you start connecting and when you discover what lies within your own self, then you discover the true meaning of your life, which is not only just the physical process that we follow when we are born, when we grow up, when we reproduce, and we die. We need to be fruitful. How can we be fruitful? Serving others. Being fruitful does not mean saving more money, does not mean being more successful financially, does not mean being more successful because you had a lot of kids, does not mean being more successful because I have all these titles, because I have a master's and I have a bachelor's and I have a doctor's degree and I understand about science and I understand about biology, technology. Being fruitful means living something here, things better before you go. So then your life will actually have a very specific meaning, because you will fulfill your life's objective. We are all born with a specific goal, and that goal, whatever that is, which we have to find within ourselves, is always connected to our reality, which means giving others, serving others. Because when I serve you, I serve myself. When I help you, I help myself. When you grow, I grow. When you feel better, I feel better. So if today you ate, then that means that I have, for me, also the nourishment for my heart and for my soul, and whatever makes me a better person. So understanding the true meaning, it's a long path. It requires a very profound study, a very profound reflection and analysis within my own self. So that is something that is very, very much worthwhile spending time on, understanding myself. How many times do we spend all kinds of time in order to build a career, to build a business, to learn a language, to go to the university and study, and then get a title? How many times do we take this same time in order to understand who we are, what we're looking for, and the main objective of our life? Almost never. Very few people take the time to observe themselves and to understand. And so that is the main objective of the University of Love and Knowledge. Help others find themselves in order to not only be happier, but to find the objective of their own life. And then as you find your own life objective, you are able to help others fulfill their own destiny. And then When you help others, then you will actually have built something important for yourself, because we know that we are all energy, and that when we die, this physical body will disappear, but I will always remain and continue to be, because energy can be transformed but can never be destroyed. So if energy cannot be destroyed, I will prevail even if I do not have a body. And so what happens is that if you have a very different spiritual idea related to what happens to you when your body no longer exists, well, if you are religious, you might think that you will come back in a different way. So this is your way of prevailing. This is your way of serving, even if you have a religious belief. What did your God tell you? What did Jesus tell you? That we are here to love one another, and that you will have the eternal life. That eternal life represents the possibility of always eternally being that light that shines for everyone who is in need. That is the example that Jesus left for ourselves. And we are not a religious institution, but I'm using this example because we have had in our history a lot of examples. And if you look at it, Jesus, Buddha, or if you think about politicians, if you think about scientists, if you think about mathematicians, if you think about all those characters who were very important in history, what they made was a difference. And how they made a difference was understanding their life's objective and looking for a way to fulfill the need that other people have. So that is exactly the motivation that we have for what we do. Trying to help others find their own path. Understanding that there is more to life than just this, where it's something that you can see, that it's tangible. There is a lot where it seems to be nothing, that we cannot see, but it's right there. And so love cannot be seen or touched, but can be shown. Love is a frequency. Action takes you to that frequency. Service brings you to that frequency and gives you the possibility to experience something that we are always looking for. Even from when we are born, we're always looking for a possibility to find love. And sometimes we think that finding love is finding a partner. Finding love is having children. Finding love is being closer to my parents. But finding love is loving everyone, serving everyone, understanding everyone without any judgment. Only love, only the possibility of being always completely in this capacity, in this connection within yourself. You are built and conformed by 6 different consciousnesses. And whenever you start understanding this consciousness, these minds that conform you, then you have the possibility to actually and really get to know what makes you be you. And so for today, I'm going to cut it short because I only wanted to show you and to explain to you the basics of what we do. And little by little, we're going to start talking every week about the different subjects that we have to offer you in order for you to understand better what we do, who we are. So I invite you to connect every Friday at 12 p.m. Mexican hour or American time. I think it's Pacific time or Central time. I think it's Central time. So I invite you to connect every Friday in order for me to communicate with you, and you can bring your questions and you can share with us anything that you might want to share, because the main idea is that this becomes a dialogue, and that is why in Spanish we call them the dialogues with humankind, or the dialogues of the knowledge of oneself. What we're trying to do is make you start analyzing who you are, what's the point of your life, what you want to know, what you want to learn, what you want to understand better, in order for you to achieve that so-called happiness that it's always been there and it's at your reach. The only thing that you have to do is just change the vision that you have, the perspective that you had, that in order for me to be happy, I need others to do whatever I like. In order for me happy, I need others to love me. For me to be happy, I need others to serve me. And now, for a long time we have experienced and we have realized that in order for me to be happy, it's me who has to do all those things for others. Make them happy, serve them, help them, give them, love them, and then I will find the true objective of my own life. So this is the invitation. You are invited, everyone who is here today, or if you have the opportunity to watch this streaming later, then you are invited to leave your questions, because whenever I have the chance, I'm gonna be reading any comments that you might leave, even if it's not in the live streaming. No problem, you can leave your question and I will make sure that you get your answer throughout the day, or if it's a specific question that needs a very specific answer and it's very long, what we can do is that the next time that we connect, so I can give you an answer for that specific question during the streaming. What do you think? And so for today, I'm going to say goodbye. I never say goodbye because we usually have this greeting that's very specific for the University of Love and Knowledge, and it's good life. And we always say good life because we don't expect you, or we don't wish for you to have only a good morning, a good afternoon, or a good evening. What we expect, desire, and project towards you is a very good everything. And so I hope that you have a good Friday. I hope you have an extremely delicious, excellent weekend, but especially I hope that you always have an amazing life, a very good life. So I will talk to you on Monday. Thank you and goodbye.